Do you know what? Yeah. Have I lost count on the amount of times I've been asked to film this video? Yes. Have I just been a stupid bitch and not got around to filming it for kind of no reason? Yes. Do you know what? Out of all the videos I've been asked to film as of like lately, a jewelry video, listen, you bitches have been like, Jordan, hurry the F up. YouTube comments on Instagram, DMs on Instagram, on Twitter, like literally everywhere I go, you guys want to know the good. So, I feel like I'm in a good place now where I have a lot of, like I have very like set jewelry that I pretty much don't take off my body, and I love them all. So that's what we're going to talk about today. Are we ready? I mean, you can probably see I wear like quite a lot of jewelry all the time. Like this for me is my everyday jewelry. It's honestly like my favorite thing ever. I mean, if you can't tell, I have about 5,000 pieces. I can't not wear it. I feel like it's part of me now. I'm just not Jordan Lipscombe if I don't have this. Do you know what I mean? I'm also like a dainty jewelry kind of gal. You feel me? I like kind of simpler, smaller pieces. I don't mind the odd statement piece, but I prefer like itty bitty pieces. Shall we just get into it? I feel like we should. My everyday sort of like jewelry video that has been long awaited, and you guys have been literally like, Jordan. If you've ever been interested in any of the jewelry that I wear, whether it's like earrings, necklaces, bracelets, rings, you name it, I'm gonna mention it in this video. So yeah, let's just get into it. I just want to throw this out there. Jewelry comes in like all different forms, right? Color-wise, material-wise. My personal favorite that I love to wear is gold jewelry. I do have the odd silver thing as well. One thing to keep in mind though is the purer the gold, or the purer the metal, the more you're gonna have to open up your purse. Majority of my jewelry is like gold plated or like gold filled or like whatever. Basically that means it's been like dipped in gold, so it's like a stainless steel, or in some cases it could be like brass, I don't know. That would mean over time, like the longer you have it, the more that you wear it, it will start to like wear away and you'll see the metal underneath. That is why it's cheaper. It's obviously like a solid metal, you're not gonna have that, but nothing wrong with saving your coins. My jewelry I've worn for how long? Going strong. I haven't had any like green grossness yet. I haven't had to like replace any of the pieces yet. Yeah, everything's really good. So let's get to it. This one here, right, my birth date, necklace birthday, my date of birth, the 1998. The amount of questions I get on this is crazy. Guys, this is from, I believe it's from Indigo Loon. You will hear this brand pop up a lot, particularly when it comes to rings, just like an FYI, but I think they might only have this in gold. My favorite thing about this necklace for me is like the sort of old English font, that sort of gothic writing. I think it just looks so sick. I love wearing this by itself. I love kind of stacking it like I have today. I actually think it's such a cute little statement piece. And I like the fact it's like customizable and like a piece of you. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, like I was born in 1998, yes, I am 22. Representation of me, which I love. So yeah, that's that first one. Next piece is, right, if you want a cool ass website, I'm talking they do like vintage, like Nike ticks, they do like Louis stuff, real cool pieces at an affordable price. Like this is the place to be, honestly. Bomb. This is a chain necklace. This is such a cool layering piece, okay? I found these guys on Instagram actually. They're called River Jewellery, River without the E. I think that's how you would pronounce it.
I found this on the web.
Why are you Siri talking to me? I love the fact that this is like a dainty, compact chain. Nothing too big and crazy and out there. Makes a great layering piece. That's exactly how I like to wear it. It's that yellow gold as well, but what I love about it is it doesn't look cheap. Sometimes yellow gold, especially if you feel it, not the best, you know what I mean? But this is really, really nice. Like I said, I wear every day, so. And then the star of the show. Now, to be fair, this is probably like one of my favorite necklaces that I wear all the time. It's my Nike Swoosh. Again, this is from River Jewellery. By the way, their stuff is so cheap as well. It looks sick, but it's cheap. It's a branded piece in a way, but without the brand price. Real cheap and affordable. I love it. Pretty sure they have this in silver as well, but you guys know they're my arse went for the gold. Let's be real. These are the kind of pieces for me that I try literally to find everywhere, and you can only find them on like small Instagram boutiques. But we found somewhere, guys. Yeah, obsessed. Love, love, love. Those are the three that I want to share with you guys because they're my everyday stuff. Obviously, I do have other pieces that I'll switch out, like my Playboy necklace or my most asked though. So yeah, hope that helped. Rings, ringlings. I know that you guys want to know about these, okay? My rings as well as my earrings, they're probably the most asked. So, what hand do we even start with? Let's start with her. I'm a ring stacker, okay? I'm not afraid to just like shove them all on. I feel like they look really cool with my tattoo and they just like complement everything really well. So, first of all, my thumb. Let's do this one. This reminds me of something that like your granddad would wear. You know, that like big statement ring. This is giving me them feels, right? This is actually a Nike Swoosh ring. Again, this is from River Jewellery. I love it. This is probably my chunkiest ring and I just feel like it just looks sick. By the way, it's on my thumb because it's the only place where this one can fit. This is like a bit too big for me. I need to get a smaller one, but I still think it's wicked. She kind of has some weight to her as well. I mean, she is thick. Love the fact the shape of it is a statement, but it just has like the simple Nike tick on. I just think it looks kind of vintage. Also, you will notice a lot of my rings, I have certain that have like a home on my hands, but sometimes I do switch them up and kind of like switch between fingers and that. Okay, next I have 2 rings stacked on each other here. They're kind of like a similar pattern. These are both from a brand called Indigo Loon. I love their rings. Low-key obsessed. By the way, can I just say, mother effing round of applause to these guys because straight up, I have had these rings, oh my god, literally months, like, and they don't leave my finger. Not turning my finger green, barely tarnishing. Some of the little like diamondy things have fallen out, but listen, when you wear them every single day of your life, 24/7, and they were affordable, you cannot complain. First one is a gold ring, but it has these silver sort of like diamante type style sort of bands, one at the top, one at the bottom. It kind of looks like Fendi, that the design of it. I get a lot of questions if this is Fendi. It's not. I do feel like this one looks expensive as well, particularly when they're brand new. We love her still. She's still part of the fam, you know? Then the one I wear underneath her is pretty much exactly the same thing. It just doesn't have the like diamante bands around it. It's strictly just like the print, like the Fendi print. I say that because it's not. It's thinner. I feel like this is a really good like stacking ring. Really lovely. I feel like this design that they have on their website is just a big fat yes for me. I think I have like every single one. Together it kind of looks like I'm wearing 4 rings, but I'm not. Fooled ya. Moving on to my middle finger. This ring here, this is, oh my god, this is one of my favorites. More of a recent purchase, but I just absolutely, like, I love it. You know when a ring is just you? Like, it's just you, and as soon as you see it, you're like, add to basket, check out. Pay with card. That is how I feel about this ring, like it's such a vibe. It's a dagger design ring and this is from a brand called Regal Rose. I'm obsessed with this brand as well. I think this is dead cool. So it kind of like, it's like a dagger, but it wraps around your finger. And I love the fact that the little gems in it are red. That's so cool, right? Like you don't really see a lot of jewelry with that in. Details on it are really, really cute as well. And I just feel like, I love the fact that it's not like a solid band. I don't know, I feel like it stands out to a lot of the rings on my hand. So yeah, that's just has a place in my heart, okay? Little bit more pricier, but I just think it's a beautiful ring that I don't mind paying a little bit more for pieces that like they add something different to what you already have. Do you know what I mean? And also I think it's like 18 karat like sterling silver, like gold plated, so it's a little bit like of a higher quality dip, if that makes any sense. A midi ring is up next. I do love me a good midi ring. I think midi rings are a really good way to like stack up your rings. This one again is in that like yellow gold color. This is like a leaf, like a, what do you call these? Oh my god, we have them like around Christmas. That's what it reminds me of anyway. It's like a wreath, like a wreath. Or it looks like one of those like Greek clouds? Crowns that they used to wear. Do you know what I mean? This is from Indigo Loon again. Like I said, yellow gold, but it has little like silver gems in the leaves. I like the design of this. I feel like it adds like texture because it's not like, again, it's not solid. You kind of have like leaves sticking out and stuff. And as a midi ring, I think it looks really cool. To be honest, I wear it as a midi ring because there's nowhere else for it to go because we're getting filled up. It looks cool though, man, nonetheless. And again, it was super affordable. Then we move on to the last ring on this hand. This is actually one of my favorite rings. Quality, to be fair, I've got to keep it real. Versace babes, not that you're watching. I love you, but I expected more. But we talk about it. This is my Versace ring. It just says Versace like twice. And I love the fact that it's like the letters. I think this is so cool and it's definitely one of my favorite rings that I own, but the gold dipped part has like completely rubbed off, so you can see it looks like a million different colors. To be fair, I think it kind of makes it look a bit more vintagey, a bit more like worn, and I don't mind that. Jake got me this for my birthday, bless his heart. No, it wasn't like the most expensive ring in the entire world, but that's not the point. I feel like a brand has a bit of like an expectation, and I was a little bit disappointed with the quality. However, like I said, I still wear it, and I think it still looks kind of grungy and cool. I just won't take it off. I just won't. It's one of my favorite rings, I'm gonna be honest. You know, one of those rings that you see and it's been on like your wish list for the longest time? That was this ring. Altogether, they are all the rings on this hand. So let's move over to this hand. Starting with my thumb, this is another ring that I get so many questions on. This is a Roman numeral ring from Indigo Loon. At one point, I was like obsessed with anything Roman numeral. I was like, just give it to me. Just give it to me. I wanted like a tattoo, and I don't know, I just think they're really, really cool. She just has like a little place on my thumb though, because it fits like really nicely. I've got the weirdest fingers, by the way. Is anybody else like me, right? The perfect size to kind of like go past my knuckle, but they're always a bit big around my actual finger. I have that literally everywhere. I can't get any smaller, otherwise it's not gonna get past my knuckle, but when it's on there, they just continue to twist. Gives me next. Right, next ring is my ring that actually matches my necklace, my 1998 necklace. From the same place, Indigo Loon. This one is really cool though because it's actually adjustable, so the more you squeeze it, the tighter it gets. I love that idea. Does anybody else feel like a lot more rings should be like that? But then at the same time though, they do feel not as high of a quality because they bend a lot more. They feel a lot like thinner, but either way, the look of it is still really, really cool. Quite big actually, definitely more of a statement piece. If you love the necklace though, I feel like you will love the ring. I mean, you can get dated jewelry everywhere these days. Like, I think you could literally hop on eBay if you wanted and get it. For me though, Indigo Loon, like, it's done me proud because it's lasted really, really well. This midi ring up here, I'm not even gonna get into it because to be honest, it's just like one I literally found just chilling in my collection. I don't know, it's just like these little love hearts like this, and I just found it and I was like, okay, you can just go on there. I don't know where it's from, but like I feel like if you just literally like Google like little midi rings, it will come up. So we're just gonna skip her because she's just a bit nothingy. Last two that I have on my middle finger. So my first one is, oh my god, I love this ring. This is my Gucci ring. I just love this ring. Again, Jake got me this for like congrats on my misguided collection, bless his heart. I think, yeah, this is my only silver ring that I have. I think he said they only had silver, but it's the only one I don't mind being silver because I think it's beautiful. Chunkier style ring. I love the Gucci print on the front. Stand-up piece, I don't know. I didn't even know Gucci like made this ring. And I always keep my eyes out for rings because I know how much I love them, right? And I just, yeah, I adore this one. I think it's amazing. And the quality is fab. Like I have not experienced anything wrong with it at all. Like it stayed perfect. Chunkier one, but I absolutely love it. Like I just can't express my love for this ring, okay? And that ain't just because it's Gucci before anybody like pipes up and says anything. Then this one above it, this is actually another little Roman numeral style one from, I was about to say Regal Rose, no, Indigo Loon. This is a little busted, okay, this is a little beat, she needs replacing, but because it's kind of like, it's not like a yellow gold, it's more of like a brassy gold. I don't know, this looks vintage. Like it looks very, I don't know, it looks like it's meant to be like that. It's missing a few stones. Like I said, she's well loved. I love the fact it's just like a simple band engraved though, and it does have little like stones through it. Yeah, it's just more of like a simpler piece that I just kind of like to throw on. Rings are done, guys. Do you know the only place that I really want to get a ring for, but I find it so hard to find the right size? Pinky rings. Y'all know anywhere to get like a cool pinky ring? Hit me up, let me know. Be in the comments below because that is the one ring. Like I really want like pinky rings on here. But yeah, that is it. Earrings are, wow. Wow, probably the most asked thing on my entire body. And you know what? Majority of them are from from the same place. So this kind of makes it easy for me. So my right ear, I actually have 5 piercings on here. So 4 lobe, 1 cartilage. Did have more, but we had a bit of an ear disaster. I decided to get another piercing, even though I had like 500. Got it done somewhere else, and yeah, it just like blew up, and I had to like lose a few earrings because my ear was like out here. We won't talk about it today, but yeah, I just wanted to let you know that this is like my statement ear for me. As we can see, I only have like a few on this ear. I only have 2 piercings on this ear. Yeah. Do I get questions on this little dangly earring here? Yes, I do. This is from a brand called Pinch and Fold. I'm pretty sure they're from New Zealand. I have a lot of earrings from this brand. They do some really, really nice, like dainty pieces of jewelry, but they look good. They look really detailed and technical. Their pieces are awesome, honestly. I like this one though, because it kind of looks like a stud with like a little bit dangling down, and then you have the long bit dangling down from the back of your ear. So it kind of looks really 3D and cool. Looks like you're wearing like numerous pieces of jewelry, like earrings, but you're not. Up next I have my chain earrings, which I have 1 in each of my ears. These are again from Pinch and Fold. I like the fact they're like a smaller hoop. I used to love my hoops. I used to be like, big the hoop, big the hoe. On me though, a smaller, daintier hoop is I feel like all that I need, because there's a lot going on. Yeah, I love the fact they're like a chain. There's not much else really to say about them. Really? Next up, again, these are from Pinch and Fold. You will notice a pattern here. These ones are wicked. So again, they're like a smaller hoop. I kind of like intentionally done it so like my hoops go down in size. These are wicked though because they have like a knot effect in them. Again, I've got the knot earring in both ears. A lot of my jewelry, you'll notice, they're like dainty and simple, but there's like a thing to them that makes them not dainty and simple. Makes sense? Cool. My 4th piercing, this is actually from, I've never changed this even since I got it pierced. This is from Astrid and Miyu. Astrid and Miyu, I think. But I did get it pierced with this. It's just like a little like gold earring with little like silver studs all the way through it. I don't have any plans of changing this. I actually really love this jewelry. Next one up, this is actually a cuff. So this I can actually take off. It's not a piercing. I love that though because you can kind of put it wherever you want on your ears. Also this area, I was actually going to get an ear piercing here, like a real one, but sometimes it can be, I think they can like heal really weird around this area. And also it depends on your ear shape. as well. From Pinch and Fold, they do some wicked ear cuffs, okay? I don't know how a piece this small they've put that much detail in, but honestly, it's beautiful. Look, like I could literally take these out and just do my thing with them. I love an ear cuff. If you're scared to pierce your ears or you just want to like add even more like me, ear cuffs are the way forward, let me tell you, honestly. Right, this earring that I have in my cartilage, this is just a plain band. Where did I get that from? Oh my god. You really got me thinking. No idea, man. Like, no idea. Good. You'll be able to get these from anywhere, right? Like a simple sort of like band cartilage piercing earring. In fact, I don't even know if it's cartilage piercing. I think it's just like an earring. I just kind of like shoved it in there. I was like, okay, that'll do. Real plain, real simple. She's still that bitch though. Gold little huggy hoop. Really. By the way, huggy hoops are the ones that like go like hug close to your ear. My favorite for kind of like stacking up and stuff because they just like, again, huggies, they hug your ear. Then this one up the top here, this is another cuff. So again, it's removable. This is from Pinch and Fold again. I love this one though, because it kind of looks like multiple like cuffs, multiple sort of like thin earrings, but it's not, it's one whole cuff. One row has like a little gem on and the other one has like a little rectangle block on with little gems. Super pretty, and the sort of like stacked vibe. Again, if you are someone who wants to like stack up or look like you've got more piercings than you have, go for jewelry like this, like cuffs or pieces that like are like layered, so they give that effect. I switched this up, to be fair. It doesn't always sit up here. Sometimes it sits here, sometimes this one's on this ear. Now we're going to move over to this ear. This is going to be a lot more simpler because I kind of covered half of it, and then these two are actually just cuffs. I didn't actually get any more piercings on this side because, like I said, I wanted this to be my like statement ear. But the first cuff is literally just a simple gold band. Oh girl. This is from Regal Rose. This is definitely a larger style of cuff though. This sits more kind of like on your lobe as opposed to at the side of your ear. Actually just like slot her on. She's real like simple. You see that? Like it kind of sits like the top of my lobe more, which I like because it switches up from this side. I don't like my ears to look symmetrical, by the way. That's one thing. Like them to kind of like have their own personalities, you know what I'm saying? Then the one above it, this is another Pinch and Fold moment. This is so cute, this one, right? Because it has like a little gem dangling down from it. Gold with like little like silver gems. That's like a little silver gem hanging down. I think it's so sweet. My earrings, for me guys, when it comes to the pieces, like detail is everything. The more detail we have, the more I'm gonna like it, and probably the more I'm gonna get it. So yeah, that's my little like ear collection. I do have quite a few, but again, that's kind of just like my style. We are not done yet, okay? We are on to bracelets. Another bit of my body that I do not hold back on. We can see. Let's start with my tattoo hand. So the first, oh, what a bit of a muddle. So the first piece actually matches my dagger ring on this hand. It's the bracelet version of the ring. I had to get it. I just did. From the same place, Regal Rose, exactly the same design. So that sort of like gold dagger with the red jewelry in. This one feels really lovely, by the way. This is like one of my higher quality like pieces. What I love about it as well is I have the babiest little wrists. This piece, the more you squeeze it, the closer in you can get it. So the more you can get it to fit your wrist, which I love. Love the fact that it matches. Do you know what I mean? It's like a little pairing. It's cute. Definitely a little bit more of a pricier piece, but I think it's so worth it. Oh, this one, my sort of like diamante chain link situation. This shook me, okay guys? I am gonna keep it real. I bought this to kind of, for more of the aesthetic rather than the actual like quality of the piece itself, because I actually got it from Icewear at first. No tea, no shade, but like, I don't know, a piece like this, when it has all these little gems in, I paid like a tenner for it or something. I was expecting, you know, bits to fall out and for it to probably go like a little gross, and it hasn't. I mean, the underside is like a little bit like worn. I don't even think, oh, a couple have fallen out, but that's it. Like the majority, in fact, 2 have fallen out. Out of all of these little gems on this bracelet, 2 have fallen out. And to my surprise, it's one of my favorite pieces. I mean, is it gonna last forever? No. But it's one of the more affordable pieces that have held up like real good. I saw it first, guys, honestly. Check it out. The next one is my Gucci bracelet. I love this, but it's so dainty. You have to be so like careful with it. I have actually broke this once and had to get it repaired because it's kind of like attached together by the smallest like threads of metal. I think it's so pretty. It is another like silver number, but it matches my ring. Oh my God, it matches my ring. I've only just noticed. The size, by the way, is adjustable. I've just got it on the largest one because I did it up myself, but how pretty is that piece? It's smaller, it's daintier, but it just like adds the most. It's doing the most. I love it. The last 2 on this wrist are actually my Daniel Wellington bracelets. I have so many of these. I was lucky enough to kind of have like a collab period of time with them. During that period, obviously, I gathered up a lot of pieces, but Daniel Wellington honestly have just the sleekest cuffs, bangles, like their watches are my favorite. Get to that in a sec. I love a good cuff, do you know what I mean? Because they always fit so nicely around your wrist. So the first one, this is one of their like newer pieces. White and gold banded cuff. I mean, the quality of these, like, we don't even need to talk about it, they're great. Brand kind of speaks for itself. Like, they have a name for themselves for a reason, do you know what I mean? They also, they've brought out rings as well that match all their bangles, but I have a few. Shall I show you? They're beaut, like this white and silver one. Oh my God, I could kind of maybe wear it as a midi ring. Right, here they are. So can you see they kind of could match the bracelets, and then they have like the simple ones to match the OG cuffs. Totally would wear them if they fit, but they're that awkward size, so they're too big for my pinky ring and too small for my other fingers. So I need to like invest in my size. Last band from DW is their like OG style gold Daniel Wellington engraved cuff. So this is just like their really, really simple standard cuff. Still beautiful though. I love the fact that it's thin, again, for stacking, it's great. It's just classy, isn't it? Like, it kind of has that sophisticated, elegant vibe to them. I feel like DW as a brand is that. Now moving over to this wrist, it's actually mainly Daniel Wellington. I'll talk about this first one though, there isn't. This is from Indigo Loon. This is my Roman numeral bangle. Of course, to match my Roman numeral ring. I actually think this is really sweet, this one. Gold, it has Roman numerals all the way around it, kind of clasped like shut just by like a little click. My only downside about this bracelet, aesthetic wise, beautiful. My clasp on this is a little dodgy, so it opens really easy, and also it's not adjustable, so you kind of like, you have what you have. She kind of chills, but I'm not mad at it. Right, my watch. This is my favorite watch ever. It's from Daniel Wellington. I have this watch with a white face, but I think the black face is my favorite. How beautiful does that black and gold combo look, and how expensive does this look? Mine is the smaller face on it as well, but you can even get like a bigger face. Smaller faces kind of give me more like feminine vibes, and I have tiny wrist as well. So this is their newer watch, the link design. It's my absolute favorite. I just think it just looks so like bougie and classy. This is a piece though that you have to like measure your wrist and get the correct size for it to fit. I mean, you can take out links, but it's just a sleek isn't it? They look great, they last great, they are great. This is not a promo for Daniel Wellington, by the way, in any way, shape or form. And then to finish up, another couple of like Daniel Wellington bangles. To be honest, I kind of wear these just to stack up. First one is another one of their like OG simple engraved bangles, but this one's actually, I think this is their rose gold color. I never do rose gold, period. It's not my color. Do you know what I mean? It's just not my color. It's not my fave. However, I feel like this one is more of like a brassy rose gold. And then the other one I have looks similar to the ones I've shown you, but I haven't actually shown you this one yet. This is their like thickest bangle. Another two-tone moment. My one is the gold and sort of like grey colors. The colors are kind of more muted. And to be fair, I kind of just wear it because I like the way this mix of colors looks as a collection on my wrist. Wrist jewelry. Done. I have one more thing to share with you guys, and that is an anklet. I love me an anklet. I feel like they're actually a piece of jewelry that's so underrated. I don't really hear anyone talk about an anklet, and I'm like, bitch, it's a whole vibe. A newer piece to moi, taken off so I can show you, but this is my Nike Swoosh anklet. It's from River Jewellery. Again, it's that beautiful like yellow gold color. Aesthetic of this is just very me. I feel like over like a long sock or something, this is on me all the time now. It does adjust, by the way, but the annoying thing about it is it doesn't go like small enough. I wish I could make it even smaller on my little ankle. Apart from that, she's cool, right? Like I want a few more anklets to kind of like add, but I also think having just a single one is kind of cool too. I don't know, I'm just chatting at this point. Love her. I think that's the last piece on my body. I'm just like checking everywhere. Bracelets, rings, necklaces, earrings, anklet. Yeah, that is the jewelry we have got through it. Quite a bit there, right? Like I said, I love my jewelry. A bit of an obsession. I'm addicted. I'm pretty sure as well that you can get your hands on majority of this stuff, if not nearly everything. I will kind of like do a lot of the searching for you guys, and I will link as much as I can in the description box. If I haven't linked something, it's probably because I can't find it. But I'm like pretty certain we can like find it all. We touch wood. That is it from me. Hopefully that was helpful if you ever had your eye on anything. Hopefully I've covered everything. Let me know down below if you're going to pick up anything. I'll be in the comments kind of chilling and replying to you guys. So my everyday jewelry collection we have done. Subscribe, like the video, all that good stuff. Thank you for watching. I love you guys. Stay safe, okay? And yeah, see you soon. Bye.